Jessica Tarlov, did you read the report that Tulsi dropped?
I've read sections of it.
You
I
haven't
did not
read
all
the
200
report?
pages.
Well, it wasn't
did you?
200 pages. It was 44. Oh. That's why I read them, because it wasn't 200 pages.
All right. So before we go forward, I want you to understand that when Jesse started the show, he asked her, had she read the information that Tulsi Gabbard just now came out with about the Russian hoax with regard to Barack Obama's part and Hillary Clinton? All right. Have you read it? Are you familiar with it? And she said, no, I've seen parts of it, but I have not seen it. All right. So check this out right here. She said, I haven't read all 200 pages. All right. And then she did the thing that liars do when you show them some receipts. They try to act like, wait a minute, what you talking about right there? Hold up. You talking about the 200 pages? Let me look. Oh, you said it's 40? It's only 40? Let me see. Because I know I've seen it before. I know I'm... That's what she did. All right, so let's continue. Just wanted to put that out there. She said to him, I did not read them.
She dropped?
I've read sections of
You
it. I
haven't
did not read
read
all
the
200
report?
pages.
Well, it wasn't
did you?
200 pages. It was 44. Oh. That's why I read them, because it wasn't 200 pages.
Look at that.
Did you know that the assessment said that Putin wanted Trump to win? Putin tried to help Trump win? Putin had blackmail on Trump, and that Putin tried colluding with the Trump campaign. All of those things were erroneous, and they cooked the intelligence.
Putin wanted Trump to win.
No,
Putin
did you read the report?
Trump.
Okay, so if you had read the report, you would have known
Jesse,
that Putin had no preference who won.
That's not true.
Okay,
Literally,
you obviously didn't read the report.
That actually has nothing to do with this.
Yes, it does.
Well, that's one of the main points in the report.
The report is erroneous.
Why?
No.
Well,
you didn't read?
Because
Jessica,
you guys are literally going back.
I'm sick of it. We spent years, 6 figures worth of
You're
legal
saying that
bills
Putin
for low-level staffers.
That the intel, our intel community and the rest of the world.
Donald Trump was ever president, including now when he's sending patriots to Ukraine and calling Putin
I think that Putin really loved it when he stood up there next to him in Helsinki and said, oh, he told me he didn't want to interfere in the election.
I don't care who Putin wanted to win the election.
You just brought it up. You obviously do care.
No. It went on. Excuse me. The media needs to own up to being part of this lie for years. 2,000 minutes. That is 2 days out of a human being's life, just in coverage of this thing called Russian collusion.
Why are there 13 Russian nationals that were charged with interfering with the election if it wasn't true?
And
that wasn't true.
That wasn't what the report
Look at the Mueller report. Look at it.
The
Look
Mueller
what he said about interference.
Hold on. Let me just put a pin in that for a second, because I don't like, simply because she got caught lying, she now has to cause a scene on the panel. Let me just say that one more time. Because she got caught lying about reading the report that Tulsi Gabbard put out, saying that I looked at parts of it, but I didn't read the whole 200 pages. Then Jesse was like, yo, it was only 44 pages. And that's why I read it, because it wasn't as long as you claim it was. So now that they're talking about it, she has to defend herself. She can't come out on a losing end. And she's not listening to learn anything. She's only listening to respond. She's listening to I guess, debunk whatever they say. And here's the thing I don't like. The fact that they say, if it weren't true, then why were all of these people arrested? If it weren't true, why was this person convicted? If it wasn't true, why was this? Well, here's the thing. The Democrats are more cold-hearted than the conservatives are. That's why a lot of people were being handed down sentences for things that weren't even proven to be true. They will back it up by whatever BS information that they pulled together, that they got the CIA to pull together, FBI, DOJ to pull together. They did the same thing with Trump. They did this exact same thing. And now just so they can call him a convicted felon, he's a convicted felon. That's all they want to do is call him a convicted felon. So they pull together their resources to make sure that remains on his jacket. That's all they wanted. So now this is her argument. If it weren't true, then why were all of these people arrested? Let me tell you something. Just because a lot of people weren't arrested yet behind the Jeffrey Epstein thing does not mean that the only people involved were Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. That is not the case whatsoever. Whatsoever. All right, let's go back. Let me just go ahead and finish running this. Let me just shut up, man, because I'm getting a little bit too into this right here.
Minutes. That is 2 days out of a human being's life, just in coverage of this thing called Russia
Why are there
collusion, which
13
wasn't
Russian
true.
nationals that were charged with interfering with the election if it wasn't true?
And
That
wasn't
wasn't
true. That
what the
wasn't what the
report
report
was
Look at
says.
the Mueller report. Look
Yeah,
at it.
the
Look what
Mueller
he said
report was
about
a joke.
interference. No, it wasn't.
There was,
Just like,
there
what
was
the Mueller
interference,
report
Jessica.
that found,
There was
that's what we're
interference.
talking
No,
about.
No.
And that's
not
what
we're
Obama
talking about.
said.
There
Yes.
was interference, but you guys said for 2 years that there was
Stop it.
collusion,
I'm sorry.
there was blackmail,
And that it
Trump
affected the
preferred
election.
and tried to
I
help
think
Trump.
that
And
people
that-
who
Stop over talking everybody. Because is it okay to slap the hell out of somebody on the panel? Like, it should just okay. Like, at some point, we need to there need to be like an okay to slap sign. You know how on these shows where you have an applause sign or a laugh sign where they make a joke that's very dry, but they need for the crowd to participate. Well, you got up in here for free, and you know what I mean, you're here for a reason. So when we put up this laugh sign, you need to laugh. When we put up applause, you need to applaud. They need to put up that slap. Somebody slap the hell out of her sign so that somebody could just say, pap, just slap the sugar honey iced tea, just slap the saliva out of her daggone mouth. I want to just backhand the hell out of you like a pimp. Like a pimp eating lobster and shrimp. Like I just now licked my daggone fingers, licked the barbecue sauce off my fingers and said, what you just now say to me, woman? I'm sorry, what you, hold up, what? What you just now say to me, woman? Jesse? And it don't have to be the man to slap her. I want to clear that up. Because then that'll lead to some more issues. You know, let one of the ladies on the panel just slap the hell out of her. Just slap one of her glasses off. Just one of her lenses. You ain't got to slap both lenses. Just slap one of her lenses. You ain't even got to slap the frame. Just slap one of her lenses. And it's easy to do. If you don't know how to slap a lens without slapping the whole frame, I can teach you how to do that. I can teach you how to do that. The only thing you got to do is reach out to me with the word coach. All right, let's get it. She just always over talking people, man. Somebody just slap her.
That's what we're talking about.
No.
And that's what
not we're
Obama
talking about.
said.
There
Yes.
was interference, but you guys said for 2 years that there was
Stop it.
collusion,
I'm sorry.
there was blackmail,
And that it
Trump
affected the
preferred
election.
and tried to
I
help
think
Trump.
that
And
people
that-
who
which
said
is
there
a
was
lie.
collusion, which is a made-up term
I'm
anyway,
not going to be
should rewrite it.
besmirched as the campaign manager. I wasn't
I
talking
didn't
to people.
besmirch you. You're
excuse me.
having a conversation
I
about
wasn't
yourself.
talking. No. I wasn't talking to people in Moscow. I was talking to people in Macomb County, Michigan, and Mecklenburg County, in North Carolina. That's how he won. He won because Hillary was a flawed candidate. And every time you guys have a shitty candidate, you do all these shenanigans to try to stop Trump.
Ooh.
I'm sick of it.
All right, let me-
You heard that, right?
We're going to
Years
get
away
everybody
from
else
us.
involved in the
She said, whenever y'all have a sugar honey iced tea candidate, y'all do whatever you possibly can to stop him. And guess what? In 2028, they're going to have another one. How are we in 2025 and nobody knows who's going to be the next potential leader for the left? Nobody. All right, let's play a game right now. Who's going to run for president for the Democratic Party in 2028? That could possibly even win. That will be okay of a president if they did. Go ahead. The floor is yours. The floor is yours. They don't have one because they're always scrambling. They're losing their leaders. Their leaders realize that this is not the party for me. This is the party for fools, clowns, idiots. We got to push agendas that's completely against the fabric of what we've built here in America. It's completely unconstitutional. But yet they keep on saying that Trump is the one that's unconstitutional. Please. Come on, man. Who's going to run? Newsom? Who's going to run? Think Nancy Pelosi? Who's going to run? Please. Anybody. Obama? They've even gotten to the point where they're the person who gets the most votes, who could potentially win on the Democrat side, is Michelle Obama. They play games, bro. It's a popularity contest. Like, who can be, they don't look for a potential president. They look for a potential mascot of what we want this country to portray. They don't want a president that could represent what this country stands for. They want a mascot who can represent what they currently want this country to portray, what they want it to look like. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have, trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing, we have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.